Yo, hell of a training week. Hell of a training week. So we made an adjustment, which I thought was a good idea. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Didn't work out so well, but here I typically would start out after my long run. This is Tuesday. My long run, on Monday, and typically what I was say that. Typically, what I was doing is having my max effort upper body day after that. But I was noticing, strength just wasn't up. I wasn't really recovering well from that. So I decided to put my dynamic effort upper body day here today. It went pretty good. Everything was I really couldn't complain about it. But as you'll see, when I had my max effort upper body day on Saturday, it was not what I wanted. So I think I just gotta succumb to the fact that um, when I died hard, because I'm dying pretty hard right now. I mean, I'm not really fucking around. Weight is coming off pretty good. Um, when I really, drop calories and increase uh, um, I can't even fucking talk. When I increase the amount of calories that I'm burning per day, I'm not redoing this video either. So if I got pauses, I'm just gonna fucking leave it. Whatever. It's late. I'm tired. I need to eat and go to bed. Um, yeah, I just get burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Like I just lose it. My pressing strength goes to shit. My squat strength kind of goes to shit. Not as bad, but it definitely goes to shit. And my pulling just doesn't go anywhere. I think I'm just such an efficient puller that it just stays there. So anyway, yeah, doing these dumbbell rolls. Wanted to go heavy, but I grabbed the 130s and they felt fucking light. Um, I should have went over and grabbed probably the 150s or so I could have really got heavy. But truthfully, I didn't feel like walking that one all the way back over there and then getting the 150s. So I just stuck with the 130s. It's like women in the way, and I didn't want to be rolling the dumbbells past them and shit. So I just stuck with that. It got the job done though. Whatever. I go up to the 140s next week, then 150s next. So I'm really digging this movement right here. This movement is actually an ass kicker. Like I think a lot of times people get faked out by how well their overhead pressing strength is because they do everything seated down. And I've stated before, I hate any type of seated overhead work just for the simple fact that it takes the hips out of the equation. And so you really get a unrealistic idea of how strong you can press overhead because truthfully, it doesn't really matter how much you can press overhead if the relationship between your shoulders and hips um, isn't going well. So also doing these pull-ups. I started with the closer ones, but then I remembered I had done it earlier. Um, so I just switched it over here. And my freaking um accessory work has been all jacked up. So I actually need to get in line with that. I've just been doing whatever. I need to find some kind of progression with some stuff. But anyway, so yeah, did this right here. This 435. I want to go up to 465, but I cut it here, and I don't know. I thought it went faster. Let's see. Let's take a look at it. Let's look at it one more time if I make the final decision on how I feel about this rep. Yeah. I lost my position, my back flex. I guess you could say more my lumbar, thoracic, kind of. I'm not sure. Maybe upper lumbar, lower thoracic. I guess that whole area. I just kind of lost that position in there, and I need to remedy that because it's making me lose a lot of my force. And right after that, I dropped down here to the 315. Was gonna go for 15, but cut it at 12. It was truly the set just kind of felt like shit. I never really found my groove squatting this day. Everything just felt weird. I've been wanting to transition my stance to try to take a wider stance, and so I'm kind of in this weird limbo where each set I'm kind of like hesitant to take the stance that I do because I want to widen out a bit. Eventually I want to, but I need to get my hips conditioned. As you'll see, I'm doing a lot. I'm started doing some wide grip, wide stance squat work. Um, Trying to get those hips conditioned to be able to take that wider stance, um, so that I can train it with the amount of frequency I need. Because I need. I don't know. As of right now, everything's kind of limbo because, like I said, I'm dying so hard that I'm not really gonna be making any serious gains. But I'm gonna do what I can. I think I can get a little conditioning to the area at the very least. So, come to the lunges here. I really like these. Really like lunges. Oh, actually, I hate them, but I like what they do for me. So. We're 100 pounds. Yeah, it was good. Then we came to front squats, and I kind of pussied out on this. I probably should have did 3 sets of 10, but truthfully, my back was kind of um, shot after the squats, working up with the 435 and stuff. So I just kind of left it at 6. Maybe I'll do 8 reps next week and then 10 the next. I mean, truthfully, as long as you don't have to max out. So I try to tell people that you don't have to try to kill yourself every time you go in the gym. Um, you can just kind of start somewhere to where you get with enough intensity, enough volume to get a training effect, and then go. But check this out. Oh God, this is that max every day I was telling you on Saturday. It just hurt my feelings. I couldn't even get 185 for one. You understand? Like I should be able to get that for probably I don't know 5-6 reps. Like that's where I was at right before I started dieting. So I mean, trying to we try to tweak some stuff. Like I can't let my pressing strength go that far to shit. I mean, it's God Almighty. But then the rep strength isn't that bad. I did 3 sets of 8 with 135, and I mean I'm not sure how many more I could have done, but I know I was kind of in the ballpark with my rep strength. But it's just my top end strength. It just when my pressing, it just goes to shit. It seems like every time I diet, that happens. Um, I don't know. I ain't really figured it out. I don't know. I need to figure something out. I mean, maybe I just have to deal with it, and then once I start eating up, it'll come back. But I'd like to. I don't know, because I feel like being so limited into the amount of tension I can put onto my upper body while I'm down there is gonna flatten me out up top and make me lose muscle up there. So I want to be able to handle some decent poundages with my overhead and my bench work. Um, I'm going for a max effort bench on Tuesday. It's coming up Tuesday. I'm gonna switch it back to where it was um, because obviously having my max effort day on Saturday just didn't cut it, and I don't even think I didn't even do enough work here on this day to even worry about benching heavy on Tuesday. I mean, so I went to pull ups and that shit. When I missed that 185, which is supposed to be my last one, I wanted to go for like 205 for a max. Or for not for a max, but for a 1 rep. I'm not even sure what my 1 rep max is. It's somewhere around the 205, 210. When I missed that, I just didn't even know what the hell I wanted to do with the rest of the day. My feelings were hurt. So come here to these Z presses. I really like these Z presses. Good for volume work. Actually work the core too. Just keeping yourself up. You know, if I'm sitting on the floor, just keeping yourself up can be an ass kicker with those Z presses. So then we came up here and did this. When I say adducted or abducted, that's the shoulders out. If you know what abduction is, I'm not gonna go into a freaking uh, kinesiology lesson here, but kind of doing that to focus on the upper posterior chain wall. Dynamic lower body, which was today. This wasn't a bad session. Actually was pretty good. Bumped the weight up on the squats, so at 280 here for these speed squats. And this looks a little wider, right? So it's almost 1 o'clock over here. I've been up all day. Actually, that's not true. I took a nap. I took a nap. That's a lie. But I'm tired though. Whatever. You see these bars I've been up, man. We got these guys. They bending the bars up. Every time I see people, they're like, "Man, it's you bending the bars all that heavy deadlifting." I'm like, it ain't me. It's the guys that bench with the bench shirts. We put 600-700 pounds on the bar. Shit, they the ones that bending it up. It ain't me. That bar bent all the shit. You can tell. I promise you, 280 is not gonna flex a bar like that. That bar is just bent, yo. Um. Anyway, yeah, this is actually good though. Speed was pretty good with this. I was pretty happy with it. Speed was really good here with these pulls, which is to be expected. Pulling strength is. Look at them arms. Look, you see the quads popping out. Quads popping out. You see the arms. You know what I mean? Sitting on swole a little bit, getting some of that fat off. You feel me? We still got a ways to go though. I don't know what I weigh. I only weigh myself once every 2 weeks, so I have no idea what I weigh. It's been almost 2 weeks. Speaking of that, this coming up Wednesday, we're gonna have a progress video coming out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what it look like. Let's see this pull. Look at that. I'm an efficient pull. If I could squat and bench as good as I pull, god damn it, maybe I'd be halfway strong. Fucking pisses me off. And this is a little light for dynamic work for me, in all honesty. My max pull is around 600, so I'm going for 610 this Thursday. So we'll see where I'm at with it right now. But that'll be a PR. But yeah, I should be pulling probably close to like 425 for this work. So here, this is what I'm doing to work on my hips. My boy John Bering, I think I said, sorry if I butchered his name, told me I should probably alternate between box squats and then regular squats, wide stance. And I had to, at first I was doing them a little higher, but I realized I need to at least try to, I think that's breaking parallel just barely, um, to really get the hips into play. And I really like because it breaks up the movement where you sit down for a second, and then when you get up, it's like puts all that strain right on the hips. And that's only 105 pounds. It's like baby weight, you know what I'm saying? But I'm bumping it up 10 pounds every week, and I'm giving it 2 reps. Last week was 3 sets of 10. This is 3 sets of 12 with 10 pounds more. Next week's gonna be 10 pounds more with 3 sets uh, of 14, and I want to get a sets of 20, um, 3 sets of 20. At least while I'm dieting there. And this movement right here is what I'm working on because I've noticed like losing my position is what's kind of stopping me with my squat. So trying to condition that lower bar. Look how wet that shirt is. I was fucking sweating all through that shit, yo. God almighty, it's wet as fuck. So anyway, yeah, this was a good one. Video only got a couple more minutes left. As always, you like the video, comment, like, subscribe, share that shit. You feel me? Appreciate you watching. I'm about to go eat and then take my ass to bed and have a good week.